What's going on, YouTube? Welcome back to the channel. So today I got something special in store for you guys, and we'll get to that in a bit. I was just out here doing a little R&R on my boy Panther here. I put an external breathing kit on there, and the catch can. It's time for me to clean out the catch can. I see a little bit of oil starting to leak out the top, so I'm gonna take that off and get that cleaned up. But yeah, we haven't been doing too much since the Labor Day weekend. We've been pretty busy. We got kids graduating, and of course, we're still a working class people. So, work and just real life issues that has kind of interfered with our riding time. But all of that stuff is out the way. It's the summertime. We got the Milwaukee trip coming up in about 2 weeks. And yeah, man, it's been wild, but it's coming to that time that we can start enjoying ourselves and hitting this road, man, putting in these miles. So with that being said, let's get to it. All right, you guys. So like I said earlier, I got something special that I'm going to reveal to you guys today. And it is right up under that cover right there. We are going to be adding a new bike to the channel. I'm pretty excited about it, man. I've been admiring this bike for months, debating if I wanted to do this or not. And I came to the conclusion that we only live once, so you might as well enjoy it while you have the opportunity to do so. And yeah, man, I only plan on doing a few things to this bike because I feel like it's damn near perfect as it is. I've ridden it a few times, put a couple miles on it, and it is a blast to ride. And I would say to those that are able to do something like that, man, go ahead and hop on it, take that chance, get that experience if you're able to, and just enjoy life, just have fun, man. And like I said, I've been thinking about this bike for a minute. It's crazy, but I finally got it, and I tell you, as soon as I got on it, hit the highway for a little bit, I had a smile from here to here up under the helmet, like just the feeling the power of it. And I'm pretty sure you guys, once I reveal it, you've probably already seen it few times all over the internet for those that have provided content about this bike. So without further ado, let's go ahead and see what's up under the cover over here. All right, I want y'all to meet my girl, Sexy Red, baby. The new 2025 CVO ST. As you can see, I've already put the saddlebag guards up there already. And I have already put a Clockworks windshield on. This is the 10-inch Clockwork windshield. I didn't want to go too high on it. As people have stated before, the stock windshields that come with it, comes about right here. And it isn't bad, but I was getting a little buffering on the top of my helmet. And I wanted something so that I couldn't really feel the wind at all. And this right here provides enough comfort that I do not have to go a little bit higher. And like I said, I'm pretty sure you guys have seen so many videos about people talking about this bike. Not necessarily this paint scheme, but just the CVO ST's 24, 25 models in general. And like I said, this baby is a beauty and it's so fun to ride as is. I really don't even want to do anything to it. My only issue with it is that The stock exhaust system is, it's a love-hate thing. It's good and it's bad. At times, I don't want to go too loud because with my boy Panther over there, after riding him up and down the highway a couple hours, I started to get a little ringing in my ears. But this one right here, and people have said it countless amount of times, it sounds almost like a sewing machine. I can't even lie. So I do plan on putting a different exhaust on there, and I will be showing that to you guys probably in the next video or two. I already have it coming in. I'm gonna show you what I went with, but I'll reveal that to you guys on an upcoming video. But yeah, this is my baby Sexy Red, you guys. I haven't fully tapped into all the controls and everything. I haven't went through all that yet. I have been out there doing my research and watching videos myself on all the functions that it have. So I will go through and experience that for myself. But in the time being, I just been enjoying the ride, trying to get to that 500 so I really can open her up and see what she has to offer. And as stated earlier, I am going with a different exhaust. And it comes back to that love-hate relationship because, gosh, this black chrome or whatever, that eclipse color of the exhaust just looks so good. I don't want to get rid of it, but the sound is just killing me. So I got to do what I got to do. So if you guys have any suggestions, man, I was thinking about probably doing like some red accents just in a few spots around the bike. Like I was looking at some mirrors that I was thinking about getting some red colored mirrors, maybe some hand guards. I also was thinking about changing the tips on the crash bar and the saddlebag guards. I was thinking about changing the tips out on those to a closer red color to what this is. And maybe the floorboards and other just little things, nothing too big. As far as engine upgrades, like I said, this bike is darn near perfect how it is. So I really don't need that much power because with the power that I have already, I'm already inclined to want to haul ass on here, and that's probably not good. I've already been in an accident before, so I started riding a little more cautious and being aware out there, driving super defensive. But just with this added power, I am inclined to want to go fast, so I probably don't need any more engine upgrades other than a stage 1 for right now. That may change later on down the road, at least until after my warranty is up on here, but for the time being, at least the next 2 years, I don't plan on doing anything other than my stage 1. But if you guys got any suggestions or know of anything that would match this paint scheme right here, please leave it in the comments below. Let me know. I definitely would like to hear what you guys' opinion is. You know, just to cosmetically make her my own and make her a little more stylish. Not that she's not already. Like I said, this bike is beautiful. I can't express that enough, but if you guys do have any suggestions or know of anything out there that'll match this paint scheme, this Rally Red, leave it in the comments below. I'd like to hear that, and I would appreciate it. If you haven't already, go ahead and subscribe to that channel, hit that button, man. I'm gonna have a lot of content coming on this baby, for sure. All right, so we are going to do a cold start, and I'm gonna let you guys hear my sewing machine. If you haven't already heard it before, I'm pretty sure you have, but we can do a cold start on my girl, and I'll let you guys hear my sewing machine. Actually, she wasn't sounding horrible today, but it's still not the sound that I want. So we are going to be putting something different up there, and I'm pretty excited about it. All right, you guys, I think that's enough talking for today. So I think I'm gonna get out, hit the road for a little bit, put some miles on Sexy Red here. But before I get out on the road, I'd like to thank my guys over at Sound Harley Davidson. My guy Colin in particular. Colin hooked me up with a sweet deal on Sexy Red that I couldn't refuse, man. And he's known for quite a while that I've been looking at this bike. And I told him when I went in, I kind of had it in mind already, but I told him when I went in, hey, if you make me a sweet deal I can't refuse, I would leave here with this bike today. And I will say I went to a few other dealerships and they are by far the ones that gave me the best deal on this bike right here. So once again, I appreciate Colin for hooking me up, giving me that deal that I couldn't refuse. And that's why we're here right now today with Sexy Red, and I'm able to share it with you guys. So I'll get back to you guys from the road. What's going on, family? So I am on my new girl, Sexy Red. I'm taking her on her, I guess, first official ride. As you can see, currently I'm at 48 miles. Actually, let me get off the bike real quick. If you haven't seen Sexy Red already, I didn't really take a picture and do the advertisement when I first got her, but as you can see, Sexy Red is the 25 CVO ST in that rally red. She looking sweet. I'm not gonna go into too much detail. I'm pretty sure there's so many videos out there right now. So this was my Father's Day present. My wife knew I was wanting this bike for a couple of months. I just didn't want to pull the trigger, but we finally decided to get it on Father's Day, and this is what we got, man. I'm gonna go on down the highway, man, and try to put some miles up there. I'm probably still gonna do the majority of my riding on Panther over there. And being that I got Miss Sexy Red right here, I'm probably not even gonna ride Miss Pearl anymore. I think that'll be exclusive to Northwest Jess. I'll let her she'll just exclusively ride Miss Pearl right there. She might hop on Sexy Red from time to time, but yeah, I'm gonna get out on this highway and I'm gonna go ahead and break on in, and I'll get back with you guys from the road. Yeah. Just coming to you guys with a quick update. So I actually like the stereo system that comes with the ST right out the gate. I'm not gonna do anything. I'm not gonna put any speakers in my bags or none of that. This right here is enough for me. I will say that on Panther I got speakers in my fairing and in the bags, and I hardly ever turn my speakers up like that. So for this, I'm not even going all crazy with the stereo system. I'm just gonna leave it just like it is. For the most part, this bike will be all stock. I think the only thing that I may do to it is put a higher windshield, like everybody has stated before. If there is a lot of wind coming in my face, this windshield is basically pointless. So I will put maybe a 12-inch up there, and I think I'll put a 2-in-1 up here. I'm not quite sure. I kind of want like a mid-length because I want some of my back wheel to show. I'm really loving the wheels that come on here, the black wheels. So yeah, I probably, the biggest thing I probably do to this is just put a 2-in-1 and just kind of leave it as a stage one. It already got the heavy breather up there. Oh, also the suspension is noticeable right off the rip. Like, it eats these bumps up. I don't know if it's the front or the back, but I go over these bumps and I can't hardly feel anything. So I will say big ups to Harley Davidson for putting a sweet suspension up here. So I'm not gonna have to do anything with that like I did to my other bikes. My other bikes, I got Legends on the front and the rear. But this bike, I'm not gonna do anything to it. All right, so we're back. It is another day. I'm not gonna say it's a beautiful day because it's kind of been rainy. It's been pretty cloudy off and on today. But it did open up a little bit so that I can try and pound out these 500 so that I can really ride this bike. So far, this bike has been phenomenal. I tell you, my first impression of this that I noticed right out the rip, I don't know if I said this earlier, but my first impression of this that stands out the most is the suspension, for sure. Going into the corners, going over bumps, even with what came on this bike stock, is pretty impressive. And I have the Legend suspension on my 22 Road Glide. I have the front and rear suspension, and I will say that this stock suspension that came on this 25 CVO ST feels better than that. Just my opinion and what I feel when I'm riding. So I'm going to ride up to the Canadian border to try and knock out this 500 miles so I can put her in the sports mode and let her rip. And then I'll give a review, probably from my 500 to my 1000. So you guys stay tuned for that, and I'll let you know my opinion and give my intake on this 2025 CVO ST in the Rally Red. Also, you guys, I will say, this bike wants to be ridden. It wants you to get up on it. I know just from hitting the throttle, the response I get if I just try to ride regular, I mean, it'll ride. I mean, it rides good just like a normal bike would, but you can tell just by the feel of it that this bike kind of wants you to get on it. I feel like the bike is more comfortable when you hit the throttle harder. So I can't wait to get past this 500 and start going through the rest of the modes. I'm pretty excited. And that's the only reason I'm riding up to the Canadian border, is to get those miles up there to see what this baby got. And people are moving out the way. It's like they're expecting me to kind of zoom past them, but yet they're zooming past me. It's all good though. It's only in due time before I have those miles up there and be able to ride it like I want to. So I'm gonna zoom on up here and I'll get back with you guys. All right, you guys, so I just reached my 500 miles, and I will say I got to unlock the sport mode, and this baby gets up. So I'm telling you, I'm not gonna give a price tag on my baby, but I will say I got a sweet deal from my guys up at Harley Davidson in Marysville, Washington. Shout out to my guy Colin, who hooked me up with this deal, man. And I know I see a lot of guys online talking about how these bikes may be overpriced, but I tell you, man, for me, and I can only speak for myself, the paint scheme and the power and all that stuff that this bike have, oh my goodness. I got a stage 2 114, and I got the new 2024 Road Glide Standard. And when I tell you that this CVO ST is just on a different level than both of those bikes, man, just the way it is, it's like that. So I'm definitely pleased with my purchase. Like I said, I got a sweet deal that I couldn't pass up on this bike, and gosh, man, I don't even know what to say. Like, I haven't even really fully experienced it. Like I said, I just hit my 500, and I got to unlock my sports mode, and went through the break-in period and all that. But this bike, if you haven't ridden, at least go and test ride one. I still don't know if you'll get the full experience on the test ride because the majority of the bikes aren't even broke in yet. But if you ever get a chance to experience the CVO-ST, I believe the 2425, I believe they are similar. But if you get a chance to get on one and ride, man, I will advise you to go and do it and just see what it has to offer. But I definitely am pleased with what I got, and I will give a full review as far as my little over, I'm gonna say 500 miles, but it'll be a little over 500 miles, being that I just got to really ride like I want to ride. So I'll come back to you guys with my 500 mile review, and yeah, it should be pretty sweet. Peace.